Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurrahmah. I'm from class 33.48.02. In this section, I want to record my advanced listening midterm test project. Audio 1, Public Art, a hiding in plain sight. There is the difference between public art and museum. Public art is art in any media whose form, function, and meaning are created for the general public through a public process. It is a specific art genre with its own professional and critical discourse. And museum is a non-profit, permanent institution in the service of society and its development, open to the general public, which acquires, conserves, researches, communicates, and exhibits the tangible and intangible heritage of humanities and its environment for the purposes of education and entertainment. One of the speaker's favorite places is actually in MRT stations. We can see a new piece every time we get off a new station. One of other things that we might notice about it is in terms of material. They are extremely different. They literally have to exist outside and be able to withstand the weather, the rain, so they might be made up of something that is a bit more solid and permanent. One of the things that speakers love about public art is also that it has ability to be site specific, which is either relevant to the space it is in, or it can tell something new about it. And this means that every time we look at the space that has an artwork there, we may notice something new. Honestly, as long as we are walking in the city center or any heritage sites like Kampung Glam, Little India, or Chinatown, we can find a sculpture or a mural or a painting, just something that is public and an artwork. Fernando Botero, a famous artist, made one of the largest bird sculpture in Singapore. Located on the edge of the Singapore River. The statue is huge and many people are attracted by the work. Some people look at the work from various angles ranging from size, volume, and weight. One of the things about this work is that it represents peace and prosperity. The last thing is sculpture by the artist Chong Fah Chong, who is one of the Singapore's pioneering sculptors. It was made in the year 2008, and it features 5 boys, one of whom is all the way at the bottom, jumping into the river. It captures the memory of Chong Fah Chong used to see along the Singapore River of kids jumping in, playing, and swimming in the water. So it kind of takes us back to the different time in Singapore where the river was just bustling sorts of life, but in different way from what it is like today. One of the things that speakers really love about this piece is that we can see every detail on the children's face. The closer we get, we can see how happy and joyful they are, jumping into the river. It is a very dynamic piece of work, which is quite different from some of the more solid kind of structures that we see as you walk along the road and try to look out for public art. There is a lot of relationship between all the kids that make us sensitive of the space and the way they might have journeyed and jumped into the river. So it is really wonderful piece of work to spend time with. Audio 2, Priyanka Chopra on picking the right opportunities. Every opportunity door is waiting to be opened. Everything is not a right opportunity. You have to recognize the potential of opportunity. For the example, she went to America and started her career at 32. She was doing her first movie at 19 and doing everything very quickly. She also doing 5 movies in a year, and she recognized that she defined her time and chose who she went to be. Recognizing is important. She want to do a good quality films, not doing 5 films a day. When she chose to be a model, she still want to be an actress. All the time, she reinvented herself to involve herself. If she doesn't do that, then people will leave her. She also reminds us to constantly check ourselves. Do we know enough? No one can know everything. Not even you after all of your achievement, nobody knows. So you have to be a student of life key. She said that we can learn new skills and learn new things. She is always willing to learn it until she can do that. Asking a lot of questions doesn't make you stupid. It's important because if you don't know anything, just ask people, and it's so much better to know and learn than to eventually end up making mistakes, then you look stupid. Audio 3, the 5 key to successful negotiation. First, preparing for negotiation, think through in advance what would be a good outcome, what would the best result look like. What outcomes would you not accept? Why might this outcome not be acceptable? Assess your needs and interests and make a list of what you have to have and what it would look like and what would not be acceptable. Second, identify your BATNA. BATNA stands for Best Alternatives to a Negotiated Agreement. How could you BATNA improve, make a list of alternatives to your negotiated and without an arranged agreement? In other words, what would happen if you don't make an agreement and choose the best? Is your possibility of a better arrangement with the supplier, customer, or a partner? Are there any constraints that make you button a bet? Are there any terms that could bring to the table that could improve your BATNA? What and how? Third, you need to set a reservation price. Reservation price is your walkway price. There are many variables that can determine your reservation price. The fourth item you need to look at is authority identified. The level authority the person with whom you are negotiating has, and plan accordingly. And last, this is very, very important to assess the other side's position and interest. What do you know about the other side? What are their objectives? What are their needs? What are their problems? Also, what we call psychographic. What's their reservation or the walkway price? What's their underlying interest? Investigate and examine this point carefully because they're crucial and critical for achieving a positive outcome. If you need, send us an email. We will gladly send you our negotiation worksheet which will help you track the outcomes of each step of preparing for negotiation. So that's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.